Alright, brother, it's me again, Opello Customs, with your blue McBlue face controller. So, this is going to be a how to use your back paddles on your new controller. And I'm going to try to make this as quick and painless as possible, but it's fairly simple and easy. Now, we're already in game. As you can see, we're with our character, going to move around, jump. Did not want to do that. Let's go back up here. Okay, so once you're in a game, or not in a game, but once the controller's on, you can do this. You go to the back. Right now, nothing happens when you press these paddles. You're going to press the setting button, which is here, and then you're going to watch this light indicator up here. Alright, so hold down the setting button until it turns red. Indicator should be red. I'm getting closer. Good, there we go. Now it's red. Hold it down for a few seconds, should come right on. If you're not holding it properly, it's going to let you know by not doing anything. Just take your finger off of it, press it down again until it turns to a solid red. Now, when it's red, it's in mapping mode. These paddles, you're supposed to hold down the paddle button with one of the buttons you're choosing to map. Once more, for the mapping options, you can map any of the D-pads, any of the face buttons, R3, L3, any of the L1, L2s, R1, R2, and also the touchpad. And that's for not the sensor, but the touching method. So let's say you want to activate your map like that, you can also map that to the back paddle. So just for fun's sake, I'm going to do the most common options for COD. So jump and crouch and stuff like that, which usually is X and O. So let's map X and O. Let's do X and this paddle here. So you're gonna hold them down at the same time, the paddle and the X button. Look at the indicator; it should flash. That lets you know it's mapped. Now let's do the O button with this paddle. Hold it down at the same time until it flashes. Good. Now it's mapped. To get out of mapping mode, make sure you hold down the setting button again until the light turns off. Now the paddles are set. So let's move back. I don't want to jump off the building. I'm going to go back here first, or go to a more distant. All right, so let's go here. Now for these paddles, they're on. You can now use the paddles. Okay, so now we can do that. Now, of course, when you're in gameplay, you're holding the controller. Your finger's going to rest here on the paddle. So as you are able to move and fight or shoot, you can also do your jumping with the back paddles or other actions that you need to do. Okay, so that's the big benefit. So you don't have to take your fingers off the thumbsticks, and you can, shoot, crouch, jump while you're still in the fight. And again, you got that quick fire with this, so you'll be able to, again, get some really good kills and maneuvers that you weren't able to get before with your old controller. So that's how you do it. Now, for any reason, this is going to be a follow-up. Now, let's say your paddles are already mapped, and for some reason you just don't want to set it to anything. You just want the buttons to be off and not map anything, because once you set these paddles, even if you turn the controller on and off, they're still going to be mapped. So here's a quick example. Let's just turn it off just so you see it. I'm just going to turn it off. Let's go over here. Okay, go down. All right, let's turn the controller off. Okay, so controller's off, nothing's happening. If you turn the controller back on, all right, so controller's back on. Now these map buttons are still mapped because the controller holds the memory of the latest mapping setting. So the controller will be off as long as it's connected to your PlayStation and it turns back on. These buttons stay mapped. Now, if for some reason you want to just take the mapping settings off the paddles completely, there's this one's a little bit more complicated one. So what you have to do is you hold down the setting button again until the light comes on again. All right, once it's on, it wants you to hold. You're going to hold the left and up buttons same time with the L1 button. So you're going to hold this like that in a weird way. And then you're going to hold a triangle O with the R1 button. And you're going to hold all 6 of these buttons down at the same time. Now, if you do that, I'm going to try to see if I can show the light. Now, the light's on. You hold down all 6 buttons at the same time. And this should do like a slow flashing to let you know that it's removing all the settings on the pad. Yep, there we go. So now, you push these buttons. And as you can see, nothing's happening with the character, so the mapping settings are off. And then when you turn it on and off again, it's going to be the same thing, so there'll be no settings on the bat paddles. Okay, so if you have any questions, of course, you can just reach out to me. I'll send this video with Charles, and and he'll share it with you, so you'll have the introduction video for your controller, as well as this how to use the bat paddles. Hopefully you have some good time with COD with this. This is going to be a really, really good controller for that. All right, brother. Take care, and I hope you enjoy the Blue McBlue face controller. Take care.